Guys, Dr. Hans here from Optimal Wellness, and today I want to talk about disc bulges, or what's commonly referred to as a slip disc. And then we're going to go over 3 things you want to avoid if you have a disc bulge, and then 3 things that you can naturally do to treat disc bulges. So the first thing is, what is a disc bulge? Well, if you look at 2 bones in your back, in between those bones you have a cartilage, or you have where the disc is. And that disc is kind of like an onion where it has rings, and in the middle of those rings it's filled with fluid. And if you have a trauma or an injury or even just degenerative changes, then that can cause that fluid to start pushing through those rings and starting to cause that disc to bulge. And when that disc starts to push up against the nerves that come up the sides, then that's where you can get significant pain. You can get muscle spasms, you can even get radiating pain or numbness tingling down into your extremities. So it can be very debilitating. So 3 things you want to avoid when you're dealing with a slip disc or a disc bulge is, first of all, lifting heavy objects. The heavier the object, the more compression it's going to cause to those discs, which can cause that condition to worsen. The second thing you want to avoid is bending and twisting at the same time. So reaching down and picking something off the floor while you're bending. That's the #1 cause of disc herniation or disc bulge, because it's going to cause a lot of compression once again on those discs. And then the third thing you want to avoid is sitting for prolonged periods of time. So when you sit with gravity and your weight, that's once again compressing those discs and can cause that disc bulge to progress. So you want to get up, move around. That's going to help pull oxygen and fluid back in the disc, which is going to keep those discs healthier. Now, disc bulges are something that we effectively treat in our office through natural ways. There's 3 things that we do. The first thing is we do a chiropractic adjustment, because that's going to help restore the proper motion and alignment in your spine, which is going to take that excessive strain off a particular area in your back and off those particular discs. The second thing we do is have our patients work with a trainer. And our trainer is going to teach people how to strengthen their core, because the core is what's going to support your spine, so when you bend down, pick something up, you're not going to just re-injure that disc. And then the third thing we use is something called spinal decompression therapy. Not to be confused with an inversion table where you hang upside down. Spinal decompression therapy is a table that you lay on, and it's hooked up to a computer. So what it does is it gently stretches the lower back, and it helps to pull oxygen and fluid back into those discs. It also creates a negative pressure to help pull that disc bulge back away from that nerve, which is going to help relieve those symptoms. So if you know someone that's dealing with a disc bulge, make sure you like or share this so that they can see this as well, so they know that there are natural ways to deal with this rather than just going under the knife. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us at 316-425-1911, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for taking your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week.